And here we are. I think today's Thursday afternoon. We made it to Thursday. I'm gonna spark this and let a couple people get on here real quick before I start running at the mouth. So I did want to talk a little bit about sharpening by hand specifically. And I know that a lot of people have some of those like work sharps or those little machines that sharpen stuff, and I guess those are pretty good. I've never personally used a sharpening machine like that. The machine I use is a machine that my father actually invented like back in 1988. Let's see, I'll show you. Use a guide bar and clamp, like he originally used a guide bar and clamp the knife in like this, and so it holds it at the same angle. That's really pretty important when you're doing sharpening, is keeping stuff at the same angle. You want the same angle on this side as you got on this side. Right, it's pretty important. So start talking about first thing you need to know about sharpening. If you're not good at doing it by hand, you haven't had a lot of practice, is starting off with a abrasive coarse enough. A lot of people's mistake, they'll start off with like a super fine, like a black Arkansas or something, and that's like, I don't know, 1500 grit, 1400 grit, something somewhere around in there. Way too fine to be starting off with. I'm talking about you got a dull knife. If you got a knife that you maintain and keep it sharp, like you keep that sucker, hit it on a leather strop, yeah, you won't need to go to a coarse abrasive. You can probably use something like a ceramic rod to bring the edge back up, and then hit it on the leather, and that'll make a razor edge. So when I'm sharpening, like say if I got a dull knife, a knife that requires, well, I get it on the machine. You don't know where I need it, and then I go into the fine stones. But say if you don't have a machine, you want to make sure you start off with a stone coarse enough. And a real good, what some people do is they'll take like a Sharpie and they'll color just the edge with that Sharpie, so you can see where it's wearing off, and you can see if you need to tilt the knife further back, or a little, if you're going too flat, you'll be able to see it, you can tilt it up. And so Sharpie helps out a lot. And the other thing is when you're actually going to sharpen it, you want to make it like you're trying to slice off a little really thin piece of that stone. Just imagine you're trying to slice that stone, and whatever you do to one side, you need to do the other. It's okay to hit one side 20 times if you flip it over and you hit the other side 20 times. There's a lot of videos here on YouTube about sharpening. The ones I like to see are most of them the Japanese dudes. Japanese, when they sharpen a lot of, like, I don't know, the tuna knives, a lot of their culinary knives, their fucking sushi knives, that stuff. Do what they do. They got that, and they do it right, man. Japanese do a really good job at sharpening by hand. So yeah, that's the main thing, is act like you're trying to slice off a thin piece of the stone, keep it at the same angle, and once you get that edge up, then you go to your finer stones, and you're working those scratches out of the edge, basically making the edge finer and finer. I go up to I use a black Arkansas, and then I have a Japanese waterstone that's like 8,000 grit that I use, and then I'll go to a leather strop. I don't I don't do that on my production knives, like all my karambits, and pretty much most of the stuff I sharpen on my machine. I'll sharpen it with the 220 grit, and then I go and polish the edge, and then leather strop it, and it makes a damn serviceable edge. I generally don't get complaints. And most of the edges that I put on knives, they're slight convex. Like, it has a slight convex edge to it, especially the karambits. It's like on karambits, there's nothing straight on a karambit. Everything's curved. The grind's curved, handle's curved, the edge is curved, everything's curved. So it's best to keep even the edge curved, right? You got a straight knife, something like this, it's okay to do the chisel grinds or the something more straight. All right, straight beveled on the edge, and that's where the like the clamps that hold the knife at the same angle, and a lot of like the those work sharps or the new little collector grade sharpening machines they've been selling. Those were pretty good about holding it at the right angle, right? And so yeah, if you have one of those, shit, more power to you. Those are great. I've been seeing a lot of dudes get like some super high polishes on the edge, like mirror polishes on the edge, and those look good, and they will shave. There's certain things that those will work great at. Thing about it is, I I've learned over the years, most of the time you're going to want a little bit more of an aggressive edge on there. Hey buddy, how you doing? Christopher, oh, I got your stuff out yesterday. I got lots of stuff. I got stuff. Let's see. What's up, Baldwin family? How you doing? We're just chatting about sharpening. I know you use one of those little machines, and those are great. Those suckers are great. Like if that's what you got, by all means do it. But if you don't have that and you like doing it the old school way, like I do it, like I was saying, is just make sure you start off with abrasive coarse enough, and then end up make sure you strop it off. End up hitting it with that leather strop. And man, you with practice, you make a damn good edge. Yeah, I like stones too. What's up, RDDDD2? RDDD Doctor 2? So I did get. Oh, check this out. I got last two spinner pirate buoys done. This sucker's going out to Sweden. Mirror edge, personally, it's like, yeah, they look good, but the thing about having a slick mirror edge on some things like hard plastic, it's going to slide more than it cuts. That's why a lot of companies put a more aggressive edge. Like most factories are going to put a fairly aggressive edge on it. So if you look at it under a microscope, it's going to look like little polished saw teeth. And those are usually like the most, pretty aggressive. If you have it nice mirror polished, it's going to hold an edge longer. That's one thing that will happen because there's none of those little saw teeth are left up there, right? It's polished like a piece of glass. So, with that being said, it'll hold the edge longer than one that's not like that. However, it's not as aggressive. You can shave with that sucker all day long, but cutting like zip ties and stuff like that, straps, it'll hold an edge. Like I said, nice, but it's not going to cut like an aggressive edge. Let's see, who else is on here? Let's see, what's up, USA? Let's roll. Who else is on here? Needs to be a bit grippy. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I polish when you strap them off with leather, you'll get a nice polished edge. But as long as you don't go like too fine with your abrasive for too long, then you'll still have that aggressive edge you're looking for. The strop is just to pull the burr off. Is what the strop does. It all the little teeth you got up there from sharpening, it polishes that off. That's what the strop does. It doesn't actually like remove the metal unless you put some abrasive on it, some polishing compound. Then it'll remove tiny bits of metal. So yeah, I got this one going to Sweden, heading out tomorrow. Marcus Payart, he does a lot of knife throwing videos. I know he's on TikTok. He's probably here on YouTube. I know he's on YouTube. I don't know about Instagram. I would imagine Instagram. I know he's on Facebook. But yeah, it's going to be his new quick draw knife. And then this one was actually a warranty piece, because the one that was sent out did not have a correct heat treat on it. Did not have a good heat treat on it. This is the one it's replacing. I don't know if you can see it. You see that crack there? Yeah, that's not okay. That was my bad. That was a fuck up. This one will not crack. This one's got a good heat treat. Is done proper. So yeah, this is a warranty piece. I forget what dude lives up north somewhere. He wanted the texture on the handle. It came out pretty slick, if you ask me. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I've been able to be in business for as long as I have is because I will definitely replace it because I don't want my shit to break. I don't want anything with my name on it out there broken. It doesn't make me look good. That's a fact. So yeah, I would definitely if you got something in mind, I'll fix it up, man. It broken like guy sent in broke a tip off one of his ceramics. I don't know what he did with it, but I fix it up, no charge, send it back out to him. I also got this guy pretty much profiled to where I want it. I'll finish up the profile when I finishing it up. I'm doing the major drawing. But see all these little lines? You got pins going probably about an 1/8 inch, maybe a little over, a little past an 1/8 inch over. So we'll have 8 pins on here. And this one's getting this is the Feather Damascus from Michael Hassel. He's also here on YouTube. He does a lot of forging videos. He makes a lot of Damascus. It's almost like ASMR if you like to watch like the steel being crushed and twisted, and then the scale coming off. It's fun to watch. Let's see. Someone asked, "Do you sharpen your knife?" Yeah. All you got to do if you got a knife made by me and you want it sharpened, all you got to do is send it to me. I'll sharpen it and send it back. You don't even have to do return postage. I'll cover the postage heading back. No problem. Honestly, I would rather have me sharpen it than anybody else. It's just I made it. I know the piece. That's just me. Price on the broken feathers kind of depends. If you want something custom, it'll depend on materials. I think I've charged as much as probably about $500 on a broken feather. It was a Damascus one, but they generally start off around $150, and that'll. Oh, I don't have any in here, but that's like this. That'll get you. I'll do the. You can either get it polished, blackened, or I'll do a feather etching, and then you get black G10 and steel pins. It'd be like this, but a broken feather, basically. So, yeah, like I said, they start around $150. I'll have some more of those. I got to do another batch in January. I have a custom order for some. Dude's getting a set. It's going to be a really cool set. He's getting one blackened, one feathered one, and then one polished with different handles. So it should be a pretty cool set. I agree, Tony Cole. I like the etchings too. And I agree, Christopher. I love broken feathers. I throw one, and that's why I'm going to do this 11-inch. I'm going to do an 11-inch like quick draw version. A lot of pretty much all the knife competitions, knife throwing competitions, they do quick draw now. It's pretty big. They got dudes making these badass sensors, so it's all like before there'd be a guy sitting there watching to try to see which knife hit first. It's not like that anymore. It's like since 3D printers and stuff, and there are a couple of people making these sensors for the quick draw, and so it's like it has a red light on it, and then when the green light lights up, you got to throw, and then whichever target hits first, I think it shines green above that target and the red on the other, and it'll show the time from the time that the green light lit till the sensor was hit on the target. It was pretty cool. So yeah, quick draw is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch. So we'll have quick draw broken feathers, and I will have some more of these, and I will do these in the 13-inch also, just the regular competition size. So I got those coming out. Another thing I got done, I got a lot of stuff done today. Like way more stuff than I thought I was. The sword, I've got a custom one of these that's a Damascus San Mai Magna Cut core. I had to do a custom handle on. This one's a camo carbon. It's not done yet. Camo carbon handle. But yeah, I got that glued up today, epoxied and everything. And I got the sword epoxied. Man, it was so cold. I'm sitting there having to heat up my epoxy with the heat gun, and because when temperatures drop below like 60 degrees, 65 degrees, that epoxy does not want to cooperate. It's been like 22 degrees out here all day. My shop is open. I mean, literally the door's open behind you. because I work out of a hobbit hole. But that's beside the point. So my epoxy was not wanting to cooperate. Best way to put it, not wanting to cooperate. It took me the sword. The sword probably took me a half hour to get it all together, all the pins in, everything set right, and the clamps on it, and then cleaned up because there was epoxy everywhere. I was pulling my hands up, and there's like strings of epoxy coming up. It was crazy. Uh, so it took me a while to get that done. So I did get this done though. Check this out. I was looking at this and I was like, shit, I forgot to do the splatter pattern on the handle on the tang. So I got it on the spine up top and then the handle much like this. Match the blade. Looks a lot better. Looks a lot fucking better. You messaged me yesterday, serial killer. All right. I think I responded to most to my messages, but if I missed it, my bad. Shoot it again if I didn't respond, and I'll get back with you. I never intentionally not answer messages. I get busy a lot of times, and like this morning I was super busy, had a whole bunch of stuff come in, and I tried to make sure I got everything answered. But if I missed you, that was my bad. Please just message back, and I got you, buddy. Like I said, I never intentionally miss not answer a message because that bugs the shit out of me. If I message somebody, I expect at least a, if they don't want to answer me, at least a, fuck you, get the fuck out of here, something, right? So, what's up, Syria? How you doing? Glad to have you in the house. I was also working on this, got some work on this for my buddy Tim today. This is a hand-forged coffin nail. I did a hell of a, I don't know if you can even really tell, it's got a tapered tang. Man, that tang took me almost as much work, took me almost as long to do as the blade. I'll have this polished up. This is getting a really nice stag handle. How you messaging? Man, you can go to my link, go to my bio. There's a link there. You can go to my Shopify and message me through Shopify, or you can message me through angelfireknives@gmail. And angelfireknives@yahoo. But hit me up on Gmail, or you can go on to Facebook or Instagram. But yeah, you can hit the link in my bio to take you a place where you can message me directly. What am I smoking? This one is still Puppy's Breath. I gotta wait till Yule, and then I'll be able to bust out my permanent marker. Should be ready. But yeah, this is all homegrown, organic stuff. I grew it out right outside this door, right outside the wall right there. I got a nice little garden area. Oh, your national team won against Qatar? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just that's kick ass. What for soccer or what, football? Is that what y'all call it, football over there? Or a different sport? Yeah, this is Puppy's Breath. This stuff is really good. It grows really big. It's specifically bred to be grown here in Colorado. So I had like a 14-foot plant, and it would have been a lot bigger too, but I trimmed it down to kind of keep nosy weirdos from looking at me or interested or whatever. Well, congratulations on your win. Hell yeah, that's cool. What's up, Tennessee? How you doing? I got family in Tennessee, in Memphis. Actually, my dad's from Memphis, so I spent a little bit of time in Tennessee. Yep, gotta guard it for sure, man. Gotta guard the stash. A couple years ago, cops, there's a canal borders my property, and someone had thrown a gun in it, and they were looking for the gun. And while they were looking for the gun, they noticed my garden. I had a pretty nice sized garden, but the thing was, it's like, had they not been nosy and sticking their nose where they didn't belong, they wouldn't have seen much shit. The thing is, it's legal to grow here in Colorado, but they wanted you to have it all in a tent, like where it can't be seen. I live in Colorado. Um, so they sent the code enforcement. I was just like, so it's best. I just rather not deal with them. But so I grow mine in between two buildings, but it's a good spot. Good spot. So yeah, I'll be getting a stag handle on this dude, and then I'll probably be starting more forging this weekend. I've got the Sheffield buoy I've been doing. This is I think pretty sure this is also a feather pattern. I got to forge out the tang, forge it out down around here. I'm not forging on the blade because it's already patterned. It's Damascus and got a feather pattern, so I'm not going to forge on the blade end, just the tang end. Let's see. Yeah, I don't live in Alaska or Canada. I live in Colorado. It's just really cold right now, like 22. Let's see. What else does it say? Go back till September. Right on. Wish you could forge. Well, dude, it's pretty. It doesn't take a lot to get started forging. You can buy a forge for like $50 or less on Amazon. Literally, you can buy yourself a little forge. You don't really necessarily need an anvil. You do need something a metal surface. Like I've seen people make anvils out of like little chunks of railroad track. I've seen professional makers use. It was just like a rod of steel. This is like a 3 foot rod of steel mounted in a block, and they forge on top of that. So you just need a metal surface to hammer on and a hammer. I'm sure you could get one of those pretty easily, and that'll get you started. You got to start somewhere. You take first step, and otherwise you know you got to start somewhere. Your brother-in-law made you a knife. Nice. Is he there in Tennessee too? My brother's over in Memphis. So where are we? Oh yeah, so I got the sword glued up. So I actually have that to show you tomorrow. I'll have that ready to show off. This one is a guy I made a little while back. This one's already sold. Gotta make a blade cover for it. This is cool because it has the dragon skin carbon fiber. You can't even get this shit anymore. Like, in order to get this, you'd have to have it custom made. Nobody makes this shit. The handle material is it's like a 120-year-old curly redwood that's been dyed and stabilized. Carbon fiber pens. It's pretty slick handle on this dude. Nitro V stainless steel with a wild etch. Oh yeah. I needed to measure the blade. You're right. My bad. Let's see. 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter from here. So yeah, I'll make a blade cover, buddy. I gotcha. I got this slick sucker going out as soon as I got tech locks coming in. This is a pretty nice knife. High polished Damascus. I've been seeing that the high polished Damascus is a little more popular these days. Right on. I appreciate your subscription. Seriously do. Appreciate it. So yeah. Oh, and the handle. My bad. I was all like, ooh, shiny blade. No, this handle is textured Juma. And that side wasn't as vibrant as this side. But I do have a lot more of this Juma. I bought a big ass block of white, and then I also got some purple, and then had one of my buddies, a regular customer, sent me a big ass block of blue. So I still need to get the green. Probably next week I'm gonna buy a big ass block of green. And the only one I won't have is an orange. I don't think I'm gonna get the orange one. So do I have any knives available? Not at the moment. I finishing up a bunch of custom orders. I've got 21 karambits in the heat treat. Good news though, I did have made steps, and I will have a sheet of Zefinite on the way. I do have a piece of Magna Cut that is en route, and the steel for the XL V44 D-guard buoys. Those suckers are about to be cut. I'm expecting to have those like in my hand, the blanks, next week. So I'm pretty exciting. Am I hitting the glass pipe tonight? Nah, dude. I usually just smoke joints, man. My homeboy brought me a little bong, but I usually only smoke that like in the mornings or when I'm on the go. But yeah, here lately I just smoke joints. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty badass. I'll have the sword tomorrow. I will also have oh, check this out. This was, I got this nice piece of stag. I know it's like kind of ugly in a way. It looks stained up because it's just raw and has been like stabilized, dyed and stabilized. But this is going on a Guardian karambit that's in the oven. I'll be heat treating tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be heat treating that, and it'll be, man, it's gonna be a nice blade. It'll be a nice high polished blade. I'll probably do some wicked ass serrations on the top. Let's see. Yeah, you'll probably like this one, Christopher. I know you already have. I think you already have a Guardian, guard dog or whatever. But you'll probably like that one. Oh, I'll have some more sidewinders in stag too. I'll have probably two of these available in stag. They're also about to be heat treated. I got those out in the oven. I will have this guy available. I gotta clean it up a little bit. Chisel grind. That's pretty badass. Yeah, I don't do these very often. They're a pretty wicked knife. But I just gotta clean it up, sharpen, make sure it's sharp, touch up the patina on it. I will have that one available. That one's the Venom. The one I just showed. Yeah. Yeah, I got two. I got two blanks. So if you wanted one of these in like a high polish or stag with something fancy, I got Nitro V available in those. So yep. I guess that's about what I got for y'all. Tomorrow will be pretty exciting because I'll have that sword. I'm gonna jump on that sword first thing in the morning so I can get it done. So yeah, I guess that's what I got. Hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. I'll be back on tomorrow. It'll be like 4:20ish, and yeah, we'll have cool stuff then. You might want to check that one out for sure. Y'all stay safe, be cool. I'll holler at you tomorrow.